Let's switch gears for now, though. You might remember a few weeks ago we told you about how Oregon's getting a bunch of money from the feds to help with recovery from the 2020 Labor Day fires. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, otherwise known as HUD, is giving our state more than $422 million, and much of that will be geared toward helping low and moderate income families get housing. Now, after we aired that story, we got a question from Martha. She asked, will emergency funds that HUD is providing relocate houses in areas that are not prone to fires this time? It's a great question. So at the time, we should note, and by the way, we hate this, we didn't have a lot of detail as to how that money would be used. And it sounds like the exact plans for that money are still being worked out. But great timing. Today, Governor Kate Brown spoke at a press conference with the HUD secretary and gave us a little more insight about what that money will actually do.
We plan to expand access to affordable, fire resilient, and climate adapted housing in the most impacted communities. We will work to replace homes for families who've been living displaced for over a year now. And these funds are absolutely critical, frankly, not just for wildfire recovery, but to ensure a longer term equitable recovery that promotes resilience statewide. I became governor in Oregon in 2015, and every year since then, the extreme weather has been worse than the last. Put simply, climate change is truly a hammer hitting Oregon.
A hammer hitting Oregon. So it sounds like instead of rebuilding outside of fire-prone areas, the state wants to focus on making sure that homes can withstand wildfires, which some officials say makes sense because in 2020, we saw fires break out all across the state, from the coast to the valley to the Cascades. So while some areas are more fire prone than others, we've seen that it can happen almost anywhere. And we will let you know when we hear more about the specific plans for that money.